Hi, this is Julia and I'm outside here in Major, and I was like, especially today, I decided to make a lot of videos for you. One of the biggest topics today is love and relationships, like discover true love. Yesterday I was talking about self-love. Today the topic is about love in relationships, if you're for instance female or male and you're watching this video at home. So first of all, I want just to thank you if you put me a like always, and subscribe my channel so you don't miss the other videos. I uploading the whole week now, again, new videos, new inspiration, new day, and the topics are always self-love, how to create self-love, abundant love, how to remove past. And I always invite you as well. I started again a new retreat. It's use natural tools, especially moon. It's now falling, so we remove past. And last week we had a great moon retreat, but it's only one part of my 8-day happiness coaching. Every single day has its own topic, but if you have questions, you can ask me directly under this video, or you can contact me on my mail. It's also under this video. Subscribe my YouTube channel, and then you see, if you're on LinkedIn, you can write me on LinkedIn, WhatsApp, or Instagram, Facebook, and then let's get started. So you're kindly invited, and if you want to remove negative beliefs and past things from your past, which are you holding back, are holding you back. And by the way, here's the sunshine, so I have to go to the shadow a bit. Yeah, it's a beautiful tree, which are holding you back, and you have the feeling not moving forward. So it's really the perfect time, and spaces are limited because I lose a lot of energy. I give you a lot of energy, so I need also time to recover. And next week it's like rising moon, so we have another retreat, and I will tell you in the next videos next week. So today's topic is love and relationship. And before I start to talk about love and relationship, I start to talk about one of my previous clients. It was a couple months ago, and she's female, she's 45 years old, she don't have children, and she was always attracting the wrong guys. And she told me, Julia, I don't know what to do. I'm in a negative relationship. I really struggle a lot. It's really hard for me as well. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired, and it's really a negative relationship. He's never satisfied. Doesn't matter how many gifts I'm giving him to this guy, or I'm just always creating birthday parties. It was never satisfying. It was never enough. It doesn't matter what she was doing, and she was really horrified, and she was really crying. And I told her to relax. So in my tool, I use special tools I was creating for 15 years. We first move always to the past, but we don't talk about the past every single day. So it's really like maybe one day we have a whole look to the past, because the past represents our inner child, and our inner child is always the place where our fantasy is born, where our it's the real authentic you. It's really without pretending to be someone else, because when we're adult, when grown up, for sure it's nothing special anymore, but I still have to repeat it. Our school system, our society, we just have always to be fit in some group, so we lose connection to our inner self, to our inner heart and core, and that's the point. So I was talking to her several hours, and we figured out, we moved first to the past, that in her past relation to her father was the key, for sure. For me it was logical, but for her not, so I will explain it as well. Her father was also, I asked her, how was your father when he was a small girl? And she was thinking about, and she was forgetting it, and she wasn't aware. He was really cold, he was never there. He was like a really business guy, he was always busy, but she was used to, it was when we are small and young, we forget, or we can't distinguish between true love and somebody who is not interested in us. So for her it was like normal habit. So in her future, when she was like an adult personality, she had a lot of boyfriends, and they were all exactly the same. They were always cold, they were never there, they were like as well emotionally not available. I'm not judging someone. Maybe these guys or these men were also struggling in their childhood with negative beliefs of their parents and the other parents. So it's all right, but I need to help her, and we were figuring out that her father was the key. So I moved to the past. I changed the past in her whole energetic system. I know how to deal this with those kind of things. And then we move to the future, to the present moment. And now I'm sometimes as well in contact with this young lady, and she's always happy, and she tells me for sure she was dating after our retreat so many guys, and for her it was a lot of fun. You know, dating should be also fun. It's not always that after my retreat you meet right now in 1 week the perfect guy or perfect woman. It would be a lie. But she was more easygoing. She could feel happiness with her past, and she was not belonging anymore to those kind of personality because it was past. It's never useful in the present moment. So it was another story for another woman. And then she started to attract the right guys at the right moment, and she had 2 boyfriends, but with one she was separating because they only didn't share the same same ideas for the future. But she said she was all right. It was a great separation. They are still friends. And with a new boyfriend, she's really happy. And I think they will also go on to marry, because this guy also struggled in his previous relationship, so they moved on together, they helped each other, and she started to forgive her father as well, because it was her father, but the guy she's attracting now, or she's together with this boyfriend or this man or soon husband to be, she's really happy, and she told me it was the best thing she could do. But you know, sometimes we are not aware, we don't see our black points. And with a small story I will tell you that actually every single problem is always situated in the past of the inner child. So one of my topics is always inner child healing. I will also create a new video, but it will be like a longer video. This week my mobile phone is really it should be empty, because all my videos I'm talking, it's like only 10 minutes or 11 and then it's like over. So I try in the evening to delete some pictures and videos. I was also lazy because I was enjoying nature. And there is also another example. There was a guy, he was contacting me, but it was last year. It was as well especially hard in pandemic, and he was also struggling in a relationship. He had a special woman, she was abusing him. She was she always needed something. She was always taking, and he was the giver. So it was the other way around. Here this guy, he was in a really negative relationship, and he also contacted me and he asked me for help, but he was scared to do the first step to separate of this woman. But he knew exactly when he's not separating of this woman, he will always struggle forever. And he decided to contact me and he asked me for help. And I told him as well, just connect with your inner child. We went as well in the past. We moved back in the past, and we figured out for sure his mother. It's always related with men. Men are always related to the mother. It's always an example. For instance, if you had like a cold mother, she was abusive, she was manipulative, you're always actually attracting the same, or sometimes even the exactly the opposite. But here it was the case that his mother was really, when he was a younger boy, a small boy, she was also cold, she was never there for him, and he was used to. And tada, all his relationships and all his female loves partners and relationships were always cold. Exactly the same example as his mother. So we moved away to from the past into the future and asked him, how do you want to have your relationship? And he told me he wants an easygoing wife, that she shares nature love. He was also like a fanatic cycler, and he loved to travel around the world. And it took him only 4 months, and then he discovered his true love, because he was easygoing. He wasn't searching anymore. For sure, we did a lot of other retreats. It's not only inner child healing, it's also like first self-love, then it's inner child healing, then we use the moon power as well. For me, it's like moon is everything, because it's like really a lot of dynamic. It's I use the moon because it helped me a lot as well. And we use a lot of other different type of energetic tools, and now this guy is really happy. So for me, really, my sweetheart, when you're watching this video and you watch my other videos, it's always a pleasure. It's like the gift of universe for me to help you. But every single person has his own story, so it's not always problems with relationships. Sometimes it's business issues. Sometimes you have the feeling that you're surrounded with fake friends, or you have like doesn't matter what you're doing, nobody's satisfied. So sometimes it's really interesting to watch in your energetic field. Sometimes there is a lack in another space. It's not always in the childhood, but like 90% of my experience now, it's always inner child healing. It's the key. Self-life was the key. And yeah, then we move further. And I think it's really a waste of time to live on this beautiful planet and to be always sad. And even I was like, I had really a lot of negative, bad experience in my life. That's the reason why I contacted a lot of shamanic people, a lot of healers. I was doing like this 15 years now of coaching retreats. But I would be happy if I would meet someone who gave me like in this year or last year I met a wonderful teacher, and he told me as well like how to figure out in quick period of time which energetic field is not in equal yes, in equal dimension. So that's the reason why I love this program, because it's only 8 days, you know. You need always to be there. You need only your mobile phone. It's like always video coaching. It's one-to-one, and it's everything is prepared for you, because we're only focusing on you, because every single person has his own story. Sometimes it's the grandfather who told you something bad. Sometimes it's a neighbor. Sometimes it's really it's a family tree. We watch also your family tree. Sometimes we are not aware what's happening in the past. So I can do this for you, and I'm really happy that I was sharing the story with you. I'm sorry, I would really talk like several hours. I can do this. But my mobile phone is empty now, so I have to recharge, as all people have to recharge. And now I'm just enjoying today this beautiful sunshine weather in Germany, finally, because last week it was also raining, and rain is also important, but sunshine is also, I'm always happy when sun is outside. And yeah, just don't hesitate to contact me. It doesn't matter if it's like a topic about your previous ex-boyfriend. What I forgot to tell, sometimes we are single. For instance, if you're watching this video and you're single, you don't need to be in a relationship, and you have the feeling that you're just dating a lot of people, or women or men, and nothing is ever happening, and or you have always like the same people, you're attracting always the same people. Doesn't matter how many books you're reading or how many changes, or you change your whole completely look or something. It's always really, as I tell always in my videos, it's a lack. It's a really big lack in the past, so we have to change it, and everything will change like magic. And as well, yeah, if you're single right now and you want to attract the right person in your life, you want to share love, yeah, you can also contact me. It doesn't matter which topic it is. Actually, it's always about relations. It's about love, self-love, give you a lot of energy, that you're a happy personality, because happiness, it's a huge topic. Happiness is everything for me. For me, happiness is being always happy. In the morning when I wake up, I'm happy, and when I go to sleep, I'm happy. So this state of mind I will create in your energetic system. And now it's time also to renew my energy. I will just do some meditation, and then I use as well the same energetic tools I use with you, I use myself, because I'm really an authentic personality. I give you a lot of advices, but I'm also using the same advices from me, and that's the reason why I'm always happy. And yes, that's the point. And even if there are bad situations, I can handle it better. For sure, there are 365 days in a year, and sometimes I'm also sad. Sometimes, especially before I receive my period, everything negative comes up, but I know how to handle it. Sometimes it's only 10 minutes or 5 minutes, and then I'm happy again, because I know how to switch the parts of the brain. I know how to use energetic tools, and then I will teach you as well. So I'm really happy. I'm excited for you. I can't wait to get started and use the moon now, because it's still rising, and no, falling, and soon it's rising. So, but it's always the perfect moment is now. Don't waste too long, because life is always for you, and it's really a pity if you wait too long. So let's get started. Just drop me a message. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. My name is Julia Romy, and I'm waiting for you always. But yeah, spaces are limited really, because I lose a lot of energy. That's the reason why I decided to make one-to-one. And yes, let's get started, my sweetheart. And I'm really happy to do a lot of videos for this week for you. Topics are relationship, real love, self-love, authentic you, and as well to remove fears from your energetic fields. We have a lot of fears. So many people are scared to go to the forest. So many people are scared to talk in the crowd. So many people are scared to be their own self. They even are not aware of how many scaryful things and negative beliefs we have. But I'm a scanner personality, so lucky for you, and I can figure it out. So thanks for watching, and big kisses from Germany, south of Germany, to you from Julia. Mwah.